Hi ho, it's off to fish I go. Fishing for issues, the world's an issue, we're all gonna die, it's gonna burn down, and fishing for the day. Alright, hi everybody, this is Issue Fish, episode 2. I already recorded this, but screwed it up because I'm still getting used to my system. So for some reason the audio was messed up for the entire thing. So I'm redoing this. Um, anyway, still gonna have fun with it because it's a funny topic. This video is showing somebody that's running for the Democratic office. His name is Pete Buttigieg. Buttigieg. I heard it too like 5 times in the video, and I just whatever, can't pronounce it. Pete Buttigieg, and I believe he's a mayor. I don't even know where he's mayor of. I don't know much about him, but he's one of the 32 Democrats thinking about running for the presidency or some shit. The number's getting crazy. Anyway, he is bringing up a topic that I think is hilarious for a presidential candidate to talk about, and that's white male privilege. So let's see what let's see what our candidate has to say about this bullshit.
Pete Buttigieg. He was on The Daily Show last night, and Trevor Noah, the host, asked him about white male privilege. I want to play a bit of what he had to say.
One of the things about privilege, especially things like white privilege or male privilege, is that you don't think about it very much. It's being in an out-group where you are constantly reminded of it.
Could it be that we don't think about our privilege as white males that much because it's not fucking important, it doesn't matter at all, and it's stupid? I'm just wondering if that could, if it was important, don't you think we'd think about it a little bit more?
It's not when you're in a majority or a privileged group. And so I try to check myself and make sure I try to understand the factors that help explain why things are going well.
I try to check myself because I am a white male and I probably fucked it up somewhere along the way. Because look at my skin. Look at my skin and my dick. Does this not sound ridiculous? This guy's running for president, okay? And he's just like, oh man, I don't know if I can trust myself. I'm white and have a penis. Let's just think about this. Why does that matter? Why does the fact that you have a genital of a certain type and that you're, white matter more than your thoughts and your ideas to combat pervasive issues in society? Okay, why does your skin color matter at all? Why does it need to factor into it? This seems weak. Doesn't it just seem weak? That's something Trump would never say, and I'm not advocating Trump, but he would never say that. He would never say something weak and stupid.
And I do think it's simply harder for candidates of
correction. Trump says lots of stupid shit, but nothing weak like that. That was weak.
Color or for female candidates, and I'm very mindful of that. The only thing I know how to do about that from where I'm sitting is to try to be true to a message and a vision that's meaningful and to be as respectful as I can of the others. I don't view myself.
Look, I can't really help you because I am a white dude, but I can tell you how shitty I am because I'm a white dude and apologize. Isn't that basically what he's saying? I can just be compassionate. And here's the thing: if you thought you were someone with privilege, what's taking up this time on the media doing to help others that are not privileged? If you feel like it's your job to give others privilege based on their skin color, why are you taking up airtime? Why are you getting your voice out there? Wouldn't you think your voice would be less important? No, because everybody thinks they're more important. This guy's playing a political game, and he's taking the weak route, which is stupid.
As having opponents, but competitors.
So privilege obviously is a major discussion.
You guys probably didn't catch that because where I stopped it.
As having opponents, but competitors, as I can of the others. I don't view myself as having opponents, but competitors.
Okay, aren't those synonyms? Isn't an opponent similar to a competitor on a lot of levels? I guess if he said enemies and competitors, that could, there's a connotation change there. But opponents and competitors, kind of think it's the same thing. You're trying to beat someone out, right? Let's play the worst game of semantics ever while running in 2020, because that's what strong leaders do.
So privilege obviously is a major discussion topic among Democratic voters. How much of an issue is the subject of race going into this election?
I'd say it's a major topic issue among some Democratic voters, younger and minority voters. What he says there.
I feel like that's a broad, you're lumping in a lot of people there. Okay, there's a lot of minority voters that aren't even Democrats.
Remember, he's 37, is reflective of something that came up in one of those voter discussions we had last year during the midterm elections. I was in Vegas sitting with 4 people, one of them a young white guy in his 30s who went on a similar screed. He said, look, I'm a white guy. I know that I've got a lot of advantages in my life. A lot of things are in my favor just by virtue.
What? What the fuck is in my favor for being a white guy? I want to know. I grew up in a low to mid-income household. Okay, we struggled all the time. I started working full-time over the summer at age 14. Okay, 12-hour work days, getting paid under the table. I know that's illegal and shit, but I was fucking 14, all right? And then what am I going to go to jail? And then I started, doing other jobs. And I worked all the way through. The only time I did not work, I got laid off. And for 3 months, I lived in my car and was homeless. So yeah, that was a lot of privilege right there. I'm glad my skin color really came through for me to provide me with that great homeless experience at the age of 20. Are you kidding me? Jesus Christ. Some white people are privileged, some black people are privileged. The privilege is arbitrary, by the way. It doesn't dictate anything. You can be the poorest man monetarily on the earth and still be living a life richer than the richest man. It just depends on what makes you happy and how you think about things. It's all created in here. God, but let's play identity politics and assume that I have privilege because I'm white.
Of who I am. And it was striking everyone.
I want to know how many white homeless people there are, because I bet you there's more white homeless people than black homeless people in this country. I just want to throw that out there.
Else at the table, including myself, that he went there. So Buttigieg, I think it's a generational thing for white men, and I think he's far more comfortable talking about something like that than some of the older white guys in the race, frankly, because they're more aware of it.
The reason why older white guys don't want to talk about male privilege is because they think it's bullshit, and they know that so many young female voters that are graduating college after taking these liberal arts classes and these gender study classes, these social justice classes that are new and on the scene and unvetted. After taking those, they have this thought of identity politics that is toxic. Okay, and hold on here. I'm just going to pause this. I think my uncle's coming down the stairs. I don't know if you can hear this. I'm trying not to keep him awake. Probably talking way too loud, but also want to get this made. Anyway, so that's why older males are not doing it. They don't want to buy into this bullshit, okay? They've accepted a truth long ago that Martin Luther King spouted out that the content of the character matters, okay? And I'm not saying there's not old racist white dudes, because there is, and they're definitely in politics. But what I'm saying is that any older Democrat that's running in this next election does not want to play that game. It's a slippery slope. It leads nowhere good. Identity politics is stupid.
He's aware of it.
He's aware of it because I think it is a generational conversation as much as it is a racial or gender conversation.
And I wonder if there's something to being a gay American as well. That you are part of a minority group, but you happen to be a white male.
Well, he's gay, so he's because he's gay, his stock just went up 2 points in the "we should fucking listen to this guy" department. Why does it matter? Well, he's kind of a minority. I mean, he's gay, dude. If that's what makes an argument matter to people, you realize that any straight white guy can just be like, I'm gay, I'm trans, I feel like a girl today, just to get a point, so we can talk, so we can be in the conversation, right? What are you gonna call me out on it? I feel like a 6-year-old girl today. Can we have a conversation now? Can my ideas be taken seriously? Can I not be judged on the color of my skin now? God.
Too. So, if you choose, people don't have to know that you're part of that minority group. He's chosen differently, so he sort of exists in both worlds.
And it's been written about that, we wouldn't be paying attention to him if he were...
He kind of exists in the minority, underprivileged world because he's gay, but then he's super privileged because he has a dick and he's white. What? How can you exist in both worlds? How can you be both privileged and unprivileged? And what the fuck is the deal with the privilege? What does that matter? Arbitrary.
A gay black candidate or a gay female candidate, like just because he's the white guy in the race who also happens to be an Oxford and Harvard grad and went to the, served in Afghanistan, he has a lot of built-in advantages.
I love Al Sharpton too, by the way. And I love that this gay white dude is meeting with this racist black man that hates white guys. Okay, Al Sharpton hates white guys. This is fucking hilarious. Al Sharpton hates white guys, and this gay white dude is meeting up with him, and he's like, I know, we suck, right? We're the worst. We are the fucking worst. I'm kind of cool because I'm gay, right? Like, I'm basically kind of like a girl, right? Can you just endorse me? And that guy's like, I don't know. You are the white fucking devil. God does say that you're the evil one, says Al Sharpton. Oh, but I guess, look at him. Look at how fucking pissed off Al Sharpton is from being forced to have a meeting with a white guy.
He's acknowledged that. And again, I think that is almost a code to younger people who are far more aware of this stuff than maybe their parents and their grandparents, because it's a conversation we're all having at the office among friends all the time.
Aren't we having a lot of stupid conversations right now that our grandparents would be like, what the fuck are you guys talking about? Has anyone ever thought that? We had this whole thing for like a year about bathrooms. Where do I piss? Where do I shit? All the guys are like, dude, I'm just going out behind the shed, okay? I don't really care anymore. I can just do it standing up, slip it out real quick, get it done with. No one's more the wiser, just run back inside. It's easier that way. I don't have to be told I'm using the wrong bathroom.
It's brilliant for him strategically to continue talking about it, because it just bolsters that appeal that I think a lot of people have. Also, not for nothing, he knows he's got...
Oh my god, this guy that's talking right now could put a stadium to sleep. He is the most boring, astute talker I've ever heard.
To build up support among Latino and black voters if he has any hope of getting this thing.
Ed, you've been talking to voters across the country, and there is now starting to be a little of that pushback, right? Look, this guy has come out of nowhere. He's got a very savvy media consultant, Liz Smith, who was a contributor here at CBS News. Mayor Buttigieg came here very early before he declared his candidacy, and a lot of people are saying, look, it's really great that he's out there, but there's a bit of a media maelstrom that has created this persona. Do you agree with that, or are you hearing from voters who say they really like his...
I think it's fair to say that of the 23 presidential candidates...
it seems like the media is kind of making identity politics matter. What do you think?
Probably at least 15 of them are going to have similar boomlets. Where they get attention.
Right. Yeah. I mean, we were talking about O'Rourke before.
Right, but the question is, and O'Rourke has struggled with this, how do you maximize your boomlet and make...
Look at all these. Look at all these people running. I mean, what do you even... But yeah, out of these people, who do you think is playing identity politics? I think way more people on this list are playing identity politics than you're going to see on a Republican list. But this guy's not. This guy kind of is, actually. It's a little surprising, but he's not half as bad as, like, let's say this guy, okay? Let's say this chick, okay? This chick, holy shit. This guy, even in identity, he's going to be like, well, I'm Asian, so kind of minority, right? Like, come on, guys. Come on. And it's just too many people. Does anybody know these people? Like, where's Creepy Joe? Creepy Joe's on here somewhere. There he is. Creepy Joe. Gonna go talk to some 6-year-old girls and rub up on them in the middle of, like, a camera sesh again, dude? Please? As the president. I love it.
Boom. And so...
Look up Creepy Joe on YouTube, and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about, and you'll puke. You'll puke in your mouth.
So far, Buttigieg has done a very good job of that. He's maintained it. There was fundraising behind it. He's now vaulted into essentially the top 5, depending on the survey you look at. Some who suddenly get that attention don't know how to manage it, can't staff it, can't scale it.
Yeah.
And so far, at least, he's shown that he can. Question is, when it happens to whoever else, will they be able to maximize that moment? And if it happens closer to caucus day or primary day, does that help vault them suddenly into the top tier when they weren't there before? It's happened before.
We're done here. Basically, this is bullshit. A little bit of bullshit. Anyway, I just want to say thanks for watching my video. It's Mother's Day, so shout out to all the hardworking mothers out there. I'm going to post this on Facebook, and if you like it, please like it. At YouTube, I'm going to post a link to my Facebook, and then share it. You can either share it on Facebook, share it on YouTube, or like it on YouTube, add it to a playlist. Hi-ho, hi-ho, now that's the end of my show. Please watch some more, subscribe for fun. Hello, hello, well, we're fucking done now.